Thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its recent price action against Bitcoin. We're also going to be touching on Cardano because I think in tandem uh, create very, very good optimal trades. The past few days, altcoins have been rallying, which is something that's a sight for sore eyes, especially if you had positions in altcoins for the past few months. You likely saw your positions weaken against Bitcoin due to the upside volatility that Bitcoin has had in the last couple months. However, with Ethereum, we had this arbitrary falling wedge pattern drawn out here, and we finally broke out to the upside. Now, we'll see how this plays out, but considering that yesterday was the initial breakout and we have a continuation, it's unlikely that we'll see an instance like we had when into the downside. It did break through, but it retraced back up. So we'll see how this plays out, but this is looking very good. And you can argue that this might be a, Ethereum returning to its former glory. When we saw it make these massive moves from May to September, where it was from bottom to top was a 100% gain against Bitcoin. We saw Ethereum outpace Bitcoin the past few months. Bitcoin has been outpacing Ethereum on the macro level. We'll see if this is potentially a very, very optimal reversal pattern here that I am personally very excited about because I have a lot of high hopes for Ethereum. However, we cannot discount, the certain other altcoins that are doing amazingly well. XRP just briefly had an amazing 50 or 40% gain yesterday, and we're seeing a slight continuation for today. You could watch my previous video on XRP of what I think about it, but I think the spotlight is towards Ethereum and Cardano. And the reason why is because I anticipate some kind of repeating pattern, if you will, of what we saw in the spring. So with Ethereum, you saw both when we look at Ethereum against Bitcoin and Cardano against Bitcoin, we saw them move in the same direction up. However, when we compare the two together, Cardano against Ethereum, we see that there's in historical patterns there's oscillation going about. So from April to July, we see Cardano outpace Ethereum. So then when we look at what happened here is so from April to July, you saw Cardano make this massive move. And that isn't to discount Ethereum, because Ethereum also made a massive move from May from May to July. However, Ethereum then made a continuation to move to the upside to make the highs on September 1st. And this is the move that then outpaced Cardano a lot. And that's when we get, and you saw it here. It dropped down all the way back to its previous lows here in September. And ever since, we've been kind of oscillating, and now we're seeing another move to the upside. Now, we'll see how this definitely plays out. It's up 10% for the day against Ethereum, and up 15% against Bitcoin. But the main target would be up here. Are we able to break that? That's entirely up to Cardano. And if it does, we have another clear shot of another target up at the 55,000 Ether level for Cardano. And what I suspect here, and this is only relevant if you do hold Cardano. If you don't hold Cardano and you hold Ethereum, I strongly believe that you're going to benefit from this anyway, because I think we're going to break out of this descending falling wedge, test the local highs of the previous local high at around 0.04 Bitcoin, and make moves higher up. I honestly think we will, because when we look at the weekly chart, there isn't much of strong support or resistance levels above this. We've been working around, can draw a rectangle here. I'll draw two trend lines. We have been within this channel here for quite some time. Okay, well, we see a lot of price movement here, and then we've went below it, and now we're back into this in this area here. So if we do break 0.04, then it's it that this is kind of just boom and bust. There wasn't any uh, sideways action like we saw in this level here where we currently are. So if it does, then I have high hopes against Ethereum. However, if you hold Cardano, this might be a different play. Uh, you would obviously want to be holding your Cardano, and this is not financial advice, by the way. But if you hold Cardano, and ultimately the reason why you're holding Cardano is hedging against Ethereum, this is probably one of the more optimal trades you can be in, because we see that by holding Cardano, you can potentially have more Ethereum, and ultimately you can also hold more Cardano in the end if you truly want to. Um, because if this repetition happens, like what we saw in the spring, where Cardano pumps into from the spring into the summer, so from Q1 into the winter into the spring, and we reach the highs here, then you can then sell your Cardano back into Ethereum. Then as we mentioned before, Ethereum continues its rally, right? From July to September, it went up another it's like 50%. Okay, you go get another 50% return on from holding Ethereum that you traded from Cardano, and then at that point, you're more than welcome to trade it back into Cardano, and then you're gonna have more Cardano than when you started with in Q4. Um, However, regardless, I think this is this moment in time, where we see Ethereum break out of this ascending falling wedge pattern is extremely bullish, and I think it's Ethereum is poised. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but we are poised to have Ethereum return to its former glory and beyond. But that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.